On tonight's episode of What a Fat Guy's Gonna Cook for Dinner, we're gonna make some meatloaf, baked potato, and probably some corn to go with it. First thing I like to do is go ahead and chop up some onion and bell pepper. In a large mixing bowl, I'm gonna add my ground beef. To the ground beef, we're gonna add some salt. And of course, some pepper. We got some parsley flakes, garlic, a little bit of rosemary, we got some onion powder, we're going to do some oregano, smoked paprika, some Italian breadcrumbs, one egg. Now we're going to add our green peppers and onions. And my hands are washed, so now we mix it by hand. It takes a minute to mix it up good and get it all in there. But we want to incorporate everything real well. Mom always said that was a secret, was to make sure everything was mixed in real good. Okay, now that everything's mixed up, we gotta form this into some sort of loaf. Want to pack it all back together, slap it around a couple times. It's only 2 pounds of hamburger meat, so of course it's going to be a small meatloaf. Alright, now that we got it all loafed together and sitting in the pan, now that it's all set up in that pan, we want to add just a little bit of water to the bottom. Try to help it from sticking, and add a little bit of water. And of course, we top it off with just a little bit of ketchup. Well, a lot of bit of ketchup. Okay, now that the ketchup's on there, we're going to cover it with tin foil and put it in a preheated oven at 400 for about 30-45 minutes. We'll check it, and then once we're done checking it, we'll take the tin foil off, add a little more ketchup to the top, let the ketchup brown for another 15 minutes back in the oven. Okay, for my baking potatoes, they're kind of small, but we got to stab them a little bit. And once they're stabbed, take a little pat of butter there, put it on there. It's where you get dirty, but with cooking, you got to make a mess. I want to smother that bad boy with butter, because we put holes all on the potato, so whatever side the butter's on should help melt in. Sounds like we got something happening. Alright, to that we add salt. We roll that bad boy up. Seal it up. Put that in the oven for about an hour at 400. But we're going to do this 3 more times because those are small potatoes. There you go. I repeated the process 4 times. So I got 4 little small potatoes, and they'll be going in the oven probably about 10-15 minutes before the meatloaf, so everything is done at the same time. Now we're gonna do our corn. Everybody says corn's easy to make, blah, blah, blah. But this is what I do. I want me a good sized amount of little pat of butter there into my little pan. Went ahead and I drained all the water off of this, and then we're gonna add it to it. Just like that. We got our salt. And of course, pepper. And a lid. So I like to go ahead and do that up, because while everything's cooking, I'm gonna put that on low, and I mean low, until everything's done. It slow cooks, it boils, it does what it's supposed to do, cooks all that butter into them kernels, and it makes it really, really good. So if that isn't how you cook corn, you should give it a try. Alright, now that everything's in the oven, we're gonna kick back, relax, take a load off for about an hour, because that's about how long it's gonna take to cook. Well, there it is, fresh out the oven. Alright everybody, in the moment of truth. There's my meatloaf, my loaded baked potato, and the best corn you're ever gonna eat. There it is. Still got the steam rolling off of it. That is delicious. Gotta try this baked potato real quick. The sour cream, the butter. Sour cream, butter, cheese, steam, fresh and hot. That is really good. Clean Plate Club. So remember, whatever you cook for dinner, make sure it's good.